When I first voted, I was in my early 20s, and growing up, my grandma never voted, and but in the neighborhood I grew up in, all the black people know when Republicans got in there, when Republican president got in there, he just helped the white folks, he didn't help the black folks, and she would always preach, always vote Democrat, don't vote for Republican, because they don't help the black folks at all. All they do is take us down. So I was very young. I voted in my early 20s, and the civil rights movement is what brought the what let black people be able to vote, and that's why I'm proud of Martin Luther King. Hey, we was able to vote. He was able to change a lot of stuff. So, I'm thanking for that. Oh, hey, look here. Everybody know Martin Luther King is out. He was everybody's civil rights because, hey, without Martin Luther King, we wouldn't. I don't think we would have. In fact, I know we would not have had a civil rights. Well, I grew up in an all-black neighborhood. I grew up on most people that stay in Decatur know where Vine Street is. I grew up off Sykes Street, right off of Vine Street. And the high school I went to was 2 streets over from where I grew up. So I could walk to high school and you know, in the street that I grew up on, they don't have it online, but we had a lot of bootlegs. So you know, like people that wanted to drink, they would get. Although in my day and age now, people could go to the liquor store and get what they wanted to do, but during the time I grew up, we had 3 or 4 bootleggers on my street, and them, people did that to make a living because, you know, jobs, you know, they didn't have plants. Like when I came to high school, they started having a lot of plants. They had Monsanto, 3M, Amoco, and all those right there over on the river there. And I was able to go to a plant, get hired in a plant, Amoco, and I worked there 33 years. And like when I went there and started working there, you know, they didn't have a lot of black operators. They didn't have a lot of black supervisors. So I enjoyed growing up. I enjoyed growing up in the civil rights movement and being part of it. In the civil rights movement, I was like in my 20s. And when I grew up, we had black and you couldn't drink out of white fountains. Black people couldn't. They had white bathroom, black bathroom, and you couldn't drink out of that water fountain. They had a white water fountain and a black water fountain. So I'm saying I grew up. When doing civil rights movement, when they tried to railroad that Hines kid, and me and my brother and I, the march just came right by his house, so he and I joined the march. Well, to be honest about it, I didn't think in my lifetime that we ever see a black president. Everybody, all the other presidents had been white. I didn't think we would ever see a black president. And when Barack Obama became president, hey, it made me think about the Martin Luther King and the civil rights. Hey, Martin Luther King did a lot for the people, for the civil rights movement, and by Barack Obama being president, he did a lot for the black people as a president, and I felt real proud. A great man, and we had lost a great man. I was in my 30s, and I still, and you know, I tell the young people today, if we hadn't been for Martin Luther King, we would not have been able to vote, wouldn't have been able to sit in restaurants like we do. In this day and age, I think young people take a lot for granted. Growing up, I could not carry my mother and father out to a restaurant. Could not sit down like young people do with their parents today. They can take their parents in any restaurant, sit down and eat anything they want to eat. And if it hadn't been for Martin Luther King, and us to be able to vote and get in these different offices and stuff, we would not have had a black president, a black police chief. We would not have had a black city councilman. So by us being able to, black people being able to vote and get their voice heard in these situations, it made us better people, and our young people need to wake up and continue to keep Martin Luther King's drive, keep the drive alive and his dream alive.
Okay.
When I first voted, I was in my early 20s, and growing up, my grandma never voted, but in the neighborhood I grew up in, all the black people know when Republicans got in there, when Republican president got in there, he just helped the white folks, he didn't help the black folks, and she would always preach, always vote Democrat, don't vote for Republican, because they don't help the black folks at all. All they do is take us down. So I was very young. I voted in my early 20s, and the civil rights movement is what brought the what let black people be able to vote, and that's why I'm proud of Martin Luther King. Hey, we was able to vote. He was able to change a lot of stuff. So, and I thank him for that.